Off we go from South Florida. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First carry here for Devon Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 43, here's second and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down.
Bro, that was so much BS I ain't never seen in my life.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his man right side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Now Wilson on first down. That one out wide to Achane. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, first and goal. run. A dive, and he's in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's the 5th touchdown for him of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. That's Ibuka in motion. They run to the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 38 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It's about all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And it's pulled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. We'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Irving is in for a touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's A-Check. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They go play action with Wilson. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Moving outside the pocket, he runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Taken in by A-Check. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's a give to A-Check. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with A-Check. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd down, here's Wilson. He's got his man, it's Hill. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Dolphins first down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Lamar A-Check. Touchdown Miami. He continues to score TDs at a remarkable rate. That's now 26 for him in 1 year. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. the touchdown. Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They go. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
The man in motion is Watson. Here's Mayfield. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
On 4th down, Mayfield. That's taken in, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The handoff is Irvin, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
180. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. The man in motion is Watson. Now Mayfield. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Feels good. That ties the game at 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Tyreek now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground. It's 18. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Wilson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. Now a screen. Set up for Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A run here with Achane. He'll get about 2. They go in there for the stop. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too long. Out of bounds, incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's going to try it here again.
Like, this game got to be stopped, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Tyreek now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep for Tyreek.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Let's go.
Now Wilson. Looking underneath for Achane. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
On first down, here's Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. And was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up the first down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Tampa. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Tyreek now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Out wide to Achane. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson exiting the pocket right. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
This one caught by Waller. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Miami.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed, great run.
They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Wilson. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And an offense are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
19,
Here's Achane. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Cougar 19.
They go play action now.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Ready? Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Here's Wilson. That's going to be...
Bro, I'm done, bro. You got it. I'm gone, bro. I'm going back on 2K, man.
By their rookie corner.
So much of that... comes comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On the run to the right, going up top for Evans. That is brought in, and he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Again, working deep downfield. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll be 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. Escaping the danger.
And this boy,
Completing.
this nigga, I ain't never seen a nigga get so much fluky ass shit in one
They
game.
will indeed get the conversion there on 4th down and 10.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Tyreek now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up!
on 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to him. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 60 yards. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A run, and it's A-Chan. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in by A-Chan. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Wilson. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try late.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there.
And the wild part, what he died for. That would make he just died for no reason.
Let's go.
Wilson. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Come on, A-Chan. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown.
They got that damn Mike Evans insane, don't they?
Well, Greg, the lights
Got a corner out here to
way
check
down
that
the end
nigga.
of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead
I
of them,
swear.
but they have a chance. I mean, we've
Nigga
seen
caught one and knocked my
things
corner
happen.
down
They got
when he
two
came out the
possessions
air.
here late. They're gonna need a
That one touchdown,
and they're going to need a couple of things to bounce their
nigga
way.
jumped up and knocked my corner down. I said, damn.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the
The
game,
ball
this
keeps
is where
going
you
right
see
to these
teams
niggas.
really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Oh, what quarter y'all in over there, man? Oh, yeah.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. That's caught.
I don't know what my defense did.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A pickup there of 28 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
180.
The man in motion is Watson. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10.
I knew you was going there, and I played around.
Touchdown Buccaneers. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Again, Wilson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw again is Wilson. That'll be incomplete.
And what in the world?
They are down to likely
Oh, boy.
just one more play. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Raptor 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here
Still running,
for the
bro.
visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.